Hey, it's Walter White here with Ken Robinson.
Hey, Walter.
We're getting ready to do some long tones and thought you guys might like to join us. And they're 20-minute sets. We're getting ready to do the first one of the day, which is usually very low and soft to get things kind of stretched out. And we're going to incorporate a few things, including breathing through the nose and using a breath attack, which we'll demonstrate right now. It's basically you want to get your embouchure set on your mouthpiece on your embouchure and take a rhythmic breath through your nose, keeping your chops relaxed, and then use the breath to start the note. So we'll go 1, 2, low C. Try that again. 1, 2. That way we allow the air to dictate how much tension needs to be in the lips. If we have too much preset tension in our chops, that leads to problems down the line with balance of the muscles and stuff. So get ready to play along with us. The tonal centers that we're going to be doing in this first set are concert B flat and F. And Kenny and I are going to play either one of those two. And I like to stick to the lower register for the first set. And if you're playing different instruments, saxophone, trombone, or voice, choose a note in the lower register of your instrument. So once again, remember the nose breath and relaxing the embouchure, getting it set, and the breath attack. So once again, also, this is 20 minutes long, and it's broken down into 30 sections of 10 measures each at quarter note equals 60, which is 1 second a beat. So each 10 measure phrase is actually 40 seconds long. And for these lower notes, I try to play 7 or 8 measures and rest for about 2 or 3 measures. And 8 measures is 32 seconds. And you can do the math on the rest. 28 seconds is 7 measures. Don't worry about it. The main thing is just to relax, breathe, and try and get a good sound. Don't worry if there's a lot of air in the sound at first, because after a while it'll go away, hopefully. So anything else to add, Kenny, before we get started?
Oh, I always like to put on lip renew before we start.
Oh, that's true.
That's right.
I it's actually
Keep the lactic acid out of the muscles.
it's a good way to start too. It gives you a jump start if you've got any tension or are stiff from the night before. And we're not just saying this because this is what we do. It actually does work, and so applying a little of that gets the relaxation process happening. So, all right. So you'll hear 4 counts at the beginning and play along with us. We'll see you in about 20 minutes. All right, here we go.
Okay.
2. Stretch out a little in between. 1, 2. Breathe rhythmically. Another thing you can do is slide down below the note.
It's also good for your ears.
Yeah. One. I'm going to switch down to the lower one. Two. One.
It's easier to run out of air on the low notes.
Yeah, you got to play softer and use more air for the low ones. One, two. Almost halfway there.
That's right.
One, two. All right, halfway, 10 minutes. Hope it's starting to feel good.
It is.
One, two. Six or seven more. more. One, two. Two more. Two. Okay, last one coming up. I always try to go the full 10 measures, so really got to tank up. 2. All right.
All right.
How's everybody feeling? Hopefully pretty relaxed.
My sound's coming.
The sound starts coming in, and things.
Started a little bit where you find your ears, you find your chops. It just gets the blood flowing,
Yeah,
loosens you up,
yeah, gets everything moving.
focused.
All the fundamentals: breathing, relaxation, focus, balance, letting the air balance the chops. So now it's time to take a little break, but since we're pre-recording this, we'll be back in a second. But normally, I would go up and make some coffee, go outside for a minute, pet the dog, pet the cat, play a little piano, and come back in 20 minutes. So, if,
Normally, I'd go fix an instrument or
right, you'd fix
yeah,
an instrument.
right,
Yeah,
right,
and but anyway, so you can put this on pause and come back in a bit. Um, I wouldn't recommend doing another 20-minute set immediately, but we'll pretend that we just took a 20-minute break, and we'll come back in just a second and we'll do another key. I think maybe we'll try the key centers of A and E to demonstrate that if you're playing other types of trumpets in other keys, this works equally as well. So Kenny's going to play, I think, an A piccolo,
mm-hmm.
and I think I might get out the Yamaha E trumpet, and that way we can both play open uh, low C and 1 and 3 G or open G, and on those particular instruments, and they'll be right in tune with the concert A and E. So we'll see you in a minute for the second set. Well, so while we're waiting to do the next set, we thought we'd share some thoughts with you about why we do long tones to build our endurance, and also why we use lip renew to help with our performance and our preparation to play. So I'm going to pass it over to Kenny, who's a real expert on this, and he'll give us some insight into some of the positive things, the do's and don'ts. And Kenny.
Hey, Walter. All right, so you know, this is for anybody who wants to learn about chops. What they should. A lot of people think that I just don't think about my chops. I just blow. Well, that's fine. If it works for you, but we're trying to educate people on the playing apparatus, which are your lips. Like on a reed instrument, they have the reed or the double reed, and our lips resist the air and vibrate into a tube, an amplifier that makes the sound. So a lot of people think about the trumpet they're playing, or the mouthpiece they're playing, or having a custom mouthpiece.
And spend a lot of money doing
spend
that.
a lot of money doing that, and they forget about their playing apparatus, which is their chops, which is their muscles. And yes, you do need air, but it's a balance between the lip muscles and the air, because when the lip muscles finally fail, and if you played for 12 hours at a time, I'm sure they would fail. You just won't be able to resist the air anymore. It's like flooding water. It's like a hose with flooding water, and you put your thumb over the valve. Right, Walter? Would you say that? Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
The lips.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think of it as an air compressor as well, like ready to go.
That's right.
Having these ready to vibrate, and relaxed, strong.
And we're talking about. That reminds me why we're talking about compression. Hey, everybody wants to play higher, louder, faster, right? Well, it's all compression. Yes, it's all compression. It's compressing the air and resisting the air. Actually, the higher you play, the less air actually goes into the trumpet. That's been proven. But it's not more air; it's faster air.
Right. Velocity.
Right.
Yeah.
It's velocity. So a really good exercise would be actually a really good exercise would be to actually try playing a note and changing the note with just the airspeed and not your chops. You know, just going and just think of a little bit of faster air. Right, right. Anyways,
Oh,
so
it made the dogs bark. All right, so now we're getting ready to do another set, the second one of the day. So we're going to move up to the mid range, and we actually switched up trumpets for this one. And as we were saying, we're going to do the one that's in concert tonal centers E and A. And so Kenny's using the A piccolo trumpet.
yes, I am, and I normally wouldn't do this so early in the day.
Yeah, but if you play low on the piccolo,
It's all right.
it's
It's
still
okay.
kind of like mid range on the B flat, I
Right.
think, you know. But and I also switched to the E trumpet, so I can play an open note on my E trumpet, and it will go with this track. And so here we go. So we're going to do 20 minutes, and whatever instrument you're playing, find something that's in the mid range on your instrument now. That is either concert A. Play a concert A, Kenny. Or a concert E. So play a low E, Kenny. Right.
So on the A piccolo, it would be C and G.
Right.
Right. For
On
all
the,
you classical players.
and on the E trumpet, it's C and F. So I'm going to alternate between those two. So here we go. I'm going to fast forward up to the track, and we'll do E and A. Okay, should be coming up any second here. Remember, we're still going to use the nose breath and the breath attack, and we're only going to go for 6 or 7 measures this time instead of the full 8. And once again, the phrases are 10 measures long, and the quarter note equals 60 BPM, beats per minute, or 1 second per beat. So it should be coming right up here. And here we go. Might adjust your intonation. Here we go. 1, 2.
As the horn warms up, it changes too.
Right, as soon as the horn warms up a little bit.
Yes.
1, 2. 2. If you're playing B flat trumpet,
B
second
and F
bell.
sharp. Yep.
1, 2. I'll do one on B flat. F sharp and B for B flat. 1, 2. Here we go. 1, 2.
Trombone.
1, 2. A lot of air. We're in second position. You can also use guitar tuners if you'd like to keep track of your pitch.
And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to tune with him. I'm trying to like almost get inside his bell.
Yeah. When the chords change, you have to alter your intonation just a little bit. 3. back to the E for a minute. I would normally spend the entire 20 minutes on one instrument or the other, but this is just demonstrating the different fingerings for the different horns. Here we go.
Also incidentally helps learning to play in tune on these little piccolo trumpets. They can be treacherous.
Yes. I like the bone feels pretty good, so I'm going to just stick with the bone for a minute. At this point, I also might incorporate some basic lip slurs and quarter notes up to the partial above. One. Now, when I do that, I'm making sure I'm resting at least 3 to 4 measures.
Don't forget to rest.
2. I went longer than I thought because it felt so good, too.
rest on the piccolo trumpet, especially. Don't forget resting on piccolo trumpet.
Yeah. We've also increased the dynamics a little bit from pianissimo on the first one. Now we're playing more mezzo forte.
Later on in the day, I'd like a third or fourth set, I might do some tonguing.
We'll get to that next set.
Okay.
Yeah, on the next break, we'll talk about other ways to practice these using tonguing and all kinds of things like that, and upper register practice. All right. Getting there. 2. Right. Stretch out the chops, relax the shoulders, get ready to take a big breath. Rhythmic. Yeah, Kenny's getting a good workout in. That's more for later in the day for me, for sure, and him.
Yep,
but it's good to demonstrate.
Right.
Here we go. Just a few more. 1, 2. 2 more. All right, last one coming up. We always
like to do a little tune.
Oh yeah,
Here we go.
the Holst. Try to go all 10 measures.
Open. I didn't make it all 10 measures because I didn't tank up enough.
Yeah, it's a tough one, but yeah, that's the second set for the day, and it sounds like we disturbed the dog upstairs. So we're going to take a little break, and then while we do take a break, since this is kind of virtual anyway, we'll share some other insights, and then maybe do another set where we demonstrate a few things that we do in addition to the long tones, including tonguing exercises. And as you noticed, we did some simple lip slurs and quarter notes and eighth notes and octaves and things like that. And you can start adding Clark study type things to it as well. And there is a set of chord changes that go along with these that I have available on my website. So we'll see you back in a minute for another set, and we'll talk to you in a second for some other tips. So,
Okay.
yeah. Thanks. Hope all of your chops are feeling supple and relaxed.
And we hope you're enjoying this.
Yes. Hey, we're back. And now we're going to talk a little bit about other ways that we practice along with the long tone accompaniment to help with our endurance. And later on in the day, when you're doing more than 2 sets, when you get into 3, 4, 5 sets a day,
Or 6 and 7.
or 6 and 7, like Kenny. It's a lot of
It's
a lot of time on the chops, which is great. But if you do it in a structured manner, you'll get great results.
I'd like to add a couple things.
Yes,
I was
of course.
using the piccolo trumpet last time. Sometimes when I'm getting in shape to do a piccolo trumpet concert or a symphony concert where I'm the soloist, or an album like is going to come out maybe at Christmas. I don't know. We'll see. I like to practice tonguing and like Maurice Andre used to say, the low register is very important on the piccolo trumpet, and tonguing and his attack and thinking. This is when you're doing long tones, you get to think about all this stuff, which you can't think about when you're on the gig, and you form good habits. That's what it's all about.
Right.
Your tongue speed, your single tongue speed. You can practice double tonguing. You can practice, range extension. You can practice playing in tune in the upper register. Everything. You know what I'll do is I'll grab my piccolo trumpet and I'll show exactly how I do it. On the piccolo trumpet, you can play the B flat. I'll play my B flat piccolo.
Okay. All
Because
right.
I am getting in shape to do a record anyway. I'm working on one.
Well, there you go, Kenny. Why don't you go grab your piccolo?
All right.
Here we go. 2, 3. Yeah, and then
I
rest. I think that was 5 measures.
I think I should go 4 probably.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now you have really some time to think about what you just did and what you're going to do and relax. I'll do one. Measures, because I'm starting to go up to high C. It's getting a little more taxing.
Right.
Now we'll let Kenny do another example. Yeah, you were a little sharp before. Resting. Okay, I'll try one again, and we're running out of time, so I'll try and do a little bit of that high register stuff. Just a little over 4 measures on that. So you can kind of float up to the high register, go up as high as you feel like. And now, one more from Kenny.
And I'm going to go up to a high F on the piccolo, or F on the top of the
And I'm going to just play a middle C. Nice. I'll show you one other tonguing thing. There's obviously so many ways you can change this up to suit your personal needs. So here's a simple one to test your rhythmic skills. Yeah, so
we're gonna stop the long tones now, because we could go on all day, and we only have so much
oil in the ground. So much
time to do this little class.
And we have sat around all day and done them just like this before. And
that's right.
So happy long toning, and remember to get yourself some lip renew to relax the chops, and we hope to see you at some of the upcoming conferences now that we're out and about again. And
we're going to take a little break and then come back for maybe a little wrap-up chat, and we'll be done.
And if not, we'll see you soon, and happy practicing. Remember, you can get in touch with us through walterwhitemusic.com or robinsonsremedies.com, and we look forward to meeting you in person one day.
Yeah, maybe next year it'll be an actual conference where we're not virtual.
Oh, yes, exactly. So thanks to the World Trumpet Society, and
thanks Mike Chickowitz,
Richard Stolzel, and everybody.
Exhibitors, and
we'll see you soon.